If you're gonna cave to the Mother's Day brunch cliche, at least serve it with something that's got some gusto. I mean, Mom, well, and frankly Dad, but he gets a different day, deserves it. So mimosas are a classic, and while I will never turn down a flute of OJ and sparkles, we can do better, and it actually doesn't take a whole lot to tart this up. We're gonna try my tweak, which I call a Madly Mimosa. It's one of the rare shaken mimosas, and it gets a real punch of flavor from fresh ginger, which plays like so well with orange juice. Grab your cocktail shaker, grab 2 coins of fresh ginger, and pop them in. Now we're gonna add a splash of Angostura bitters. If you wanna mix it up, you could use peach bitters, you could use orange bitters, whatever you like. And then we're gonna take our muddler, and we're going to, as I say, aggressively muddle the ginger and the bitters, because we really wanna break up the fibers of the ginger to get a lot of flavor out of it. And now we're gonna add the orange juice, of course. We're gonna do 4 ounces of orange juice. To give it a little kick, we're gonna do a ½ an ounce of orange liqueur. I'm using orange curacao, but you can use triple sec, use whatever you like. This kind of heightens the citrus notes and makes it a little bit boozier, and you know, it's Mom's Day after all. Now we're gonna add some ice and we're gonna give it a good shake. Now you're gonna notice that this is a really big wine glass. Well, yeah, it's Mother's Day. So, we're gonna double strain this. The only reason to double strain is to get out any of the fibers from the fresh ginger. If you have pulpy orange juice, it's nice to get that out too. Now, of course, the finishing touch, the sparkling wine. How much should you add? Well, I mean, can you ever really have enough? So we're gonna add some. Let's add some more. I mean, come on, it's brunch, right? There we go, all right. Add enough to make Mom happy. And you've probably made her unhappy plenty of times, so she deserves this. Anyway, here is a Madly Mimosa. Cheers to Mother's Day. Oh wow, that's really good. You get the pepperiness of the ginger. It's wonderful. All right, now the thing is, with all that Mom has put up with, it's possible she might be hankering for something with a little bit more oomph. And for that, we need a Russian hotel. Now, I can't entirely tell you why I called it the Russian Hotel. I'm sure it was brilliant thinking at the time, but that's the name of it. And this is gonna be a beautiful brunch accompaniment because it's got lots of bourbon in it. It's got some sweet crushed pineapple in it. It's perfect for all the foods that you're gonna serve at brunch. But before we make the cocktail itself, we gotta make the crushed ice. Now, I use a Lewis bag for this, which is just a cloth bag. Oops, we always get a runner. And we're gonna use a mallet. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Just be careful she doesn't use it on you. All right, now we're gonna fill our wine glass about halfway with crushed ice. We're gonna take a tablespoon of crushed pineapple, canned is fine. Just throw that in to your shaker. And we're gonna take a hefty sprig of fresh basil, throw that in as well. And now we're gonna lightly muddle it. We don't need to be quite as aggressive as the last one. The ginger we needed to break up. This, we're just trying to release the flavor from the basil and kind of loosen up the pineapple a little bit. Now, we're gonna add to this 2½ ounces of bourbon. You could also use rye if you wanted a little bit more peppery. So 2 and a half. That's closer to 1, that makes 3. Mom will like it, it's fine. All right, to this we're gonna add a ½ an ounce of ginger liqueur, which has a nice pepperiness that is going to kind of counterbalance the sweetness of the pineapple and of the bourbon. So ½ an ounce of ginger liqueur. And we're gonna add 1/4 of an ounce of agave syrup. I use that in place of simple syrup, simply because it's easier. And, but it has a nice neutral flavor and it mixes really well with a cocktail. But if you have simple syrup, feel free. Now we add some ice and give it a nice good shake. Now this is another one we're gonna need to double strain. We don't want all those pineapple bits getting into our finished cocktail. Shake it around. You don't want to leave any of that bourbon behind, frankly. There. And that is how you make a Russian hotel. Now, if you do it right on Mother's Day, the most difficult decision she's going to have to decide, which one to drink first. Cheers.